Good morning. Is it supposed to do that?
No, it's not, but it's the mount.
Could you fix that?
Yeah, you just...
Is it working? Good morning. We'll ask you to take your seats so we can begin after the pictures. Welcome. My name's Patrick Enright. I'm the Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Workforce Development, and Student Success here at the college, and I'll be helping the program move along today. We'll begin with, I want to welcome you to our Advanced Manufacturing and Engineering Center here at the college, as today we start talking about yet another new facility. What I'd like to do first is ask you to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So first, I'd like to invite the County College of Morris's president, Dr. Anthony Iacono, up to the podium.
Good morning. Okay, the rain's holding off long enough for everybody to make it in here dry, so good morning. That alone is a good way to start off, right? I don't want to even endeavor to thank each individual. I know I will forget somebody out and feel horrible about it, but I want to collectively thank all of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here. And I'm going to recognize some individuals who've been working on this very closely with us for a number of years to make this a reality. Like the Manufacturing Center and like the Vocational School District's career building coming up behind us, these kind of initiatives take a lot of support, and this one took a tremendous amount of support to do this as well. So I'm going to recognize certain individuals, but please know I'm deeply grateful to all of you for being here today and the incredible support that you've been continuously showing us as well. I sometimes say we do great things at CCM. We do even greater things through partnerships and with the support of the community. And today, look around you, is a day that certainly embodies that spirit. Look who's in the room. Look who had to work together. Some of you worked with people on this that you maybe didn't know prior to starting this work, and we ask for your continued support as we begin to really construct this facility, not just the bricks and mortar, but the programs itself and the students who will be going out doing clinicals and internships at Morristown Medical Center, who have been a longtime supporter of CCM, and throughout the dental offices and other healthcare facilities as well. This building has a really special story to it. When I first came to County College of Morris in 2016, when I was interviewing for a tour, I fell in love with the campus immediately. It's gorgeous. And I went in and got to hear from some of the faculty. We have an extraordinary faculty here. But the one thing that I looked and thought, we need better healthcare facilities. We have a first-rate faculty. Their scores on the national licensure exam for our students are way above national norms, a testament to how great that faculty is and what they're capable of, serving our hardworking students. But the facilities itself wasn't as great as it could be. And that's our commitment of making sure, do we have the best teaching and learning environment possible so that today's students are tomorrow's professionals, they're tomorrow's leaders. In the case of our healthcare students, we often say today's students are tomorrow's healthcare heroes. And we know that if through no other means the pandemic really, truly reinforced how critically important programs like this are and partners that we have. So that was always in the front of my mind. And early in 2017, our then board chair, Paul Lasitra, and vice chair, Tom Pepe, and other trustees and I began talking about we need to do more. We need to move this in the right direction. And then taking precedence was the demand from the manufacturers. They needed higher output, special training, and we had a number of state legislators. Senator Bucco was at the very front of that one. Our county was right at the front of it. And manufacturers committed to the state and the county. If you can get the building out of the ground, we will equip it. Almost every piece of equipment in this building was provided by our manufacturers or through state and federal grants. It's a testament of when a community comes together, what can happen. Since this building has been opened over and over and over, we have produced cohorts of manufacturing professionals who get great paying careers that are family sustaining. This new healthcare facility, we seek to do the same thing. So I sometimes joke the manufacturing building got in the way of the healthcare building, but we never lost sight of the healthcare building. Flash forward a little bit, and I get a phone call one day from Senator Joe Panaccio saying, Anthony, he always calls me Anthony, and I like that. I'm a Tony, but for some people I'm an Anthony, and that's good. He said, we have a huge shortage in dental health care, in dental hygiene, dental assisting. Do you think the college could help with that? And those of you who know me know, I'm all about find a way to yes. And he explained how serious that shortage was, and then he called a meeting, and Jim Schultz came in with that, and several more meetings where members of the New Jersey Dental Association came in and really educated my team and I about that great shortage, and then they committed great support. So I cannot tell you how happy I am to be in this room today after years of meetings. All right, and when I say meetings, I don't mean conveniently at 11 o'clock. Some of those were very early morning. Some of those were late night. A lot of those were on Saturdays sometimes. They were in between meetings around the state and so forth. But I have a huge, huge thank you to Senator Joe Panaccio, who, if you know him, is unbelievably modest. He has deflected the gratitude repeatedly and given it to everybody but himself. But I want to tell you behind the scenes, he's the individual who brought everyone together to make this happen. And those individuals he brought together demonstrate two things. One, you turn on your evening news and you watch politics and think, wow, can we not just get along, get things done? Well, let me tell you, we do in New Jersey, and we most especially do in Morris County. We can do remarkable things. People who are extremely hard on this at all levels. We get great support. I see Chris Carey from Randolph Council. I always think Mayor, because they rotate, and continuously supports us. Our county commissioners are all about everyone deserves a great education and a great career, and we're investing in our college to make sure people have that opportunity, and they put their money where their mouth is and their time and effort. Having Senator Paul Sarlo on board is extraordinary, and I cannot emphasize how hard he worked. There were times we talked, if I called him on a Saturday morning, he took the call. I'm sure he had other things and probably better things, but he took the call and didn't rush me off. At meetings around the state, I could grab him and he was right there, okay? Same with Senator Bucco, all the time, in the community, on the phone, on the campus. Senator Panaccio, you built a great coalition. We had Senator Orojo with us and others as well. But for the rest of you, I can't begin to emphasize how hard they worked. Assemblywoman Dunn, the fight and support you have given us in Trenton and the belief you show in our colleges and our student, especially this college, is paramount. I'm good friends with Bergen County College's president. I don't know if he knows you're here today. I hope he's still my good friend when it's over. But Senator Sarlo, thank you. It really takes a lot of tremendous work before we come in here with this. So we are doing great things. We're doing great things together. He's not able to be here, but Governor Murphy put $10 million in his budget, was persuaded, convinced of the importance of this investment. Gentlemen, thank you again for working with our governor and helping him see that. We did invite him. As many of you know, he's in Asia. The other day, I opened a text message and saw a slide that he used that had County College of Morris on it, trying to attract Toyota and other companies here and featuring this manufacturing center. So we're proud of our statewide reputation, we're proud of our national reputation, and we're really happy that the Japanese know about County College of Morris. We're happy to serve them too, make no mistake. We're here for everyone. So what does this do? This allows us to bring a bigger commitment to great partners like Morristown Medical Center to be able to produce more medical professionals, while at the same time it allows us to bring in critically important programs like dental hygiene and dental assisting. It'll allow us to bring in other programs like sonography. In other words, Morris County is about to get a lot healthier. We're about to have more medical professionals to meet all of our needs, okay? I can tell you when it comes to our Board of Trustees, and we have a number who are here today, Chairman George Malonis, Vice Chair Paul LaCitra, our Secretary of the Board, Lauren Ganamort, Trustee Laura Gabrielson, but our entire board stands behind every student deserves a great education. And have we done it as well as we possibly can and covered all bases? Again, it takes a team. Here is a building, and I want to impress upon you, here is a building that can meet those needs while giving our student an incredible future. Here is a building that says our state and our county truly care about everyone having access to great health care. Here is a building that can inspire students and allow faculty to do an even more incredible job than they're already doing every day. Here's a building coming out of the ground soon that will embody the very best in today's healthcare. It will look and feel like modern healthcare facilities and allow students to learn in a fully integrated manner, just like they would experience in a dentist office or at our local hospitals and medical centers as well. Here's a building that says New Jersey is leading the way, and our elected leaders, our officials, can truly work together in a highly effective manner. And here is a building that says Morris County, the diamond in New Jersey, can make it happen. And at CCM, because our motto is always to find a way to yes, to find a way to a bigger future, a better future, where every resident in this county and around this region has the ability to look, to expect, and to receive the absolute best. Because in Morris County, as your program says, healthy communities start right here at County College of Morris. Thank you so very much for your continued support. Thank you for believing in us, and thank you for supporting us consistently.
Now we'd like to invite to the podium Senator Joseph Panaccio, Deputy Republican Leader of the New Jersey Senate, New Jersey Legislative District 26.
Thank you, and good morning, all. And I have to say, Mr. President, you're a pretty good public speaker, so maybe politics is somewhere in the future for you. I got to also tell you, I'm a little concerned because I didn't realize he was taking notes when I'm making phone calls. I don't know if he's recording those phone calls, so I'm going to be careful what I say in the future when I call you. You had mentioned quite a number of people. I think it bears repeating that some of these people were very, very instrumental. Senator Sarlo, Senator Bucco, Senator Oroho, George Hamley, working with the governor's office, Assemblywoman Dunn, all my friends on the Freeholder Board and on the Board of Trustees. If you take, and we mentioned this before, so I'm going to be a little bit redundant, but if you take any one of those cogs out of the wheel, this would not have happened. So we spoke, I speak to Tony, Tony speaks to Senator Sarlo, Senator Sarlo speaks to George Hamley speaks to the governor, and it gets done. And it got done. It took a little while longer than we wanted to, but the reason that it got done is because it's a great project. Our initial conversations, you were right on. They just started conversations from a healthcare provider to a college president, and there's a need. And you did your due diligence, and you showed the public that, you showed the trustees, and you showed the freeholders that there is a need, and quite frankly, you were the driving force behind this. We can mention it, but if it wasn't for your tenacity and your due diligence, this never would have happened. You also mentioned that it's a great program because there's a lot of conflict out there now, whether or not a college degree is even worth it. Some of these kids are spending $250,000 for a four-year degree, and some will call it a worthless piece of paper. I don't think any education is worthless, but if your parents have to spend $250,000, they better see some type of result, like a job for it. these kids, all in $12,000, becoming a dental hygienist, coming out and making $100,000 a year. And they will have no shortness of opportunities. There will be so many people knocking on their doors for them to get hired. And we can even form public-private partnerships where hopefully there's an intern portion of that curriculum, and that'll give them the first step into their office, and then afterwards, maybe if the dentist likes him, he can even work out something where he can give him some type of scholarship and pay for that education. Let me tell you, if I can get somebody to work for me 3, 4, 5 years and have to pay a $12,000 education to them, I will, retired dentists, I would gladly have done that. We all stand up here as politicians. We all like to take credit for all the good things that are going on. No doubt we're doing it today. But let's face it, in the human experience, it's been science and it's been medicine that has that's really elevated that human experience and transformed that human experience, make people live longer and happier lives, not politicians. We just take the credit for it. And I have no doubt, Anthony, under your leadership, that you're going to be good stewards of this program, and you're going to leave a mark on not only Morris County, but statewide on the healthcare industry for years to come. And there is a need statewide for these type of programs. So I'm hoping this is an incubator, and you can hold it up as an example statewide, and then we go back to Senator Salo and say, Paul, come on, we got to do it for Bergen County, even though Bergen County has a program, but we have to expand that program. As a matter of fact, I know he's thinking of expanding the program right now as we speak. And then, of course, we'll work with Jim Schultz, and we'll figure out something for maybe the central and southern portions of New Jersey as well. And I just want to finish with this because I see there's some young people, and I know there's a lot of administrators and maybe some teachers in this room. I am the proud graduate of a community college. I went to Staten Island Community College. I was top 8% of my class, 1,200 kids graduated. I was a pretty smart kid. But I took a train ride because I was supposed to go to Hunter College after Columbia waitlisted me, and I didn't get in, their loss. And after an hour-and-a-half trip going up by train to Hunter College, and then an hour-and-a-half trip coming back, I came home and said, I'm not doing this 3-hour commute. So I happened to hop into my car from Brooklyn, Staten Island Community College, just basically, 15-minute ride on a good day, and it's never a good day. But the funny story here is that I was working in a pizza shop, and this kid that I knew from high school came in, and I had served him his pizza, and he said, Joe, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm going to Staten Island Community College. He said, I'm going to NYU. And he said, oh, you're going to Staten Island High. Okay. P.S. Fast forward, I graduated magna cum laude, the community college at Brooklyn College, NYU. Just about to take my national boards. I locked myself up in the medical library there. They had these small little coffins, these little cubicles. I don't think they're bigger than 4x4, but they're silent rooms. If you spend more than 8 hours in there, you go crazy. But I need total silence to study, and everything was cumulative, so I just needed the time to go there. So as I'm passing the library, guess who I see? I see my buddy who went to a 4-year university, didn't go to Staten Island High. And I said, hey, what are you doing? He said, well, I'm studying to go, to take the boards, very proudly to go see if I can get into School of Podiatry. Meanwhile, I think he was late on the ball on that. So he asked me, what are you doing, Joe? Oh, I'm studying for the national boards. I'm graduating from NYU. I'm going to be calling it, be called a dentist pretty soon. So there was a certain Italian hand movement that we made. And then I slurried back into my private coffin, and the rest is history. But don't take for granted the good work that you do here. Dollar for dollar, which was none, was the last years of no college tuition, but I paid it back many times over as far as the tax revenues that I gave back to the city and back to the state. But dollar for dollar, it was the best educational experience I ever got in my life. It was a great transition into future degrees, 3 of which I own now, and I would hardly recommend it. Staten Island was a good school, very, very good school. Morris County Community College is a great school. Thank you.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce Senator Anthony Bucco, Minority Leader of the New Jersey Senate from Legislative District 26, who's here so often I'm thinking we need his own parking spot now.
That would be great. Good morning, everybody. Come on, good morning. Hey, great things happening at CCM every day, right? This is what CCM is all about, Just great things happening every day. You know, they say I'm here all the time. I'm here all the time because great things are happening. And, you know, when you look at this program and you look at how we got here, you know, this is a combination of public-private partnerships, cooperation from all levels of government, and bipartisan efforts in Trenton. You know, look, Joe and I, is no secret, we're Republicans. We don't get $10 million out of Trenton every day, right? We don't get $10 million every day. But CCM's reputation, and when we go to the budget chairman, Senator Sarlo, and say, look, here's a program that we think can work, and he already knows about CCM. He's already seen all the good things that are happening. He gets it. That's what makes it so easy for us to do our job, right? And I can tell you, when you look at all the programs here, Dr. Iacona spoke about, you know, this building, the manufacturing building, STEM programs, all of these things are ahead of the curve. This is what's given our students an opportunity, right? They're coming here, they're being educated, getting a fine education, but they're also on a career path that they know that when they leave here, they're going to succeed. And guess what? They're going to have an opportunity to get in on the ground level, to make sure it's a field they want to be in. Not stuck at a 4-year university on a major that maybe they change halfway through. They're here. They're getting it firsthand. They're touching the field that they feel they want to be in. So when they leave here, you know, not only are they prepared, but they're happy, right? And isn't that what it's all about? Preparing our students to set them on a career path and a life that they're going to enjoy? I mean, you can't get any better than that, and you can't do it any better than here. And Joe, listen, you're retired now from dentistry, so there might be a volunteer professorship here for you when this building is done, and we'd all be happy with that. But again, I can't stress enough just how easy CCM makes it for us to get things done for you all here in Trenton. It's your reputation, it's the way you handle yourself. You know, folks in Trenton know that when they make an investment here, that the money will be put to good use, and that the benefits of it will be felt for years and years and years to come. And that goes a long, long way to helping Joe and I get what we need to get done to have a day like this possible, and for Joe to have a vision and then come to us, the rest of the delegation, and get our support and get the commissioner's support. It just doesn't get any better than that, and I'm just honored to play a small part in it, and honored to be a big supporter of this great community college. So thank you. God bless you.
So it's my pleasure now to welcome to Morris County Senator Paul Sarlo, Deputy Majority Leader of the New Jersey Senate, and Senator from the Legislative District 36.
Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here. It was great to take a ride around this campus and the amazing things that are happening on this campus. I am a civil engineer by trade and the CEO of a very large construction company. So when I see piles of dirt and yellow machines, I get very excited. So I was very excited to see what we're doing just over my left shoulder. And I'll even be more excited when we break ground on this facility. You've heard from my colleagues and from our great president here what this will mean when the brick and mortar is done, and what's going to happen in the classroom, and what these students will be able to achieve at a very affordable tuition and come out and make a very good salary. So I don't want to reiterate that, but I just want to share with you a little bit about how this came to be and how I got involved in it, because I think it's important for people, because you all turn on your TV and you see how frustrated politics could be sometime, and how sometimes the system is broke. It was actually during the pandemic when I first had the opportunity to speak to your president, and had nothing to do with this building or this concept. While he was trying to get his students up and going on virtual, He was already thinking ahead, and I was thinking ahead about a GAP program of how to keep high school students, to give them another year of high school, but at the same time give them some college credits, and perhaps give them an opportunity for some of their extracurricular activities that they would miss in the spring year, spring baseball, track, and other things. We ended up getting a bill passed unanimously through the legislature. It was very successful for 2 years. But that was my first interaction with your president, and you are blessed to have him as your president. From that point on, it was the phone call that came from my colleagues. Senator Panaccio first, Senator Bucco, Senator Orojo, to me about this concept and what this concept would mean, not just for Morris County, but for the state of New Jersey. And knowing already the history, a little history I had with your president and what he was doing up here, made this all possible. And to me, it was like, wow, we really need to invest in this concept, because this concept could go a long way. It was the June of 2022 budget. I am in a room with Governor Murphy, George Helmy, and other leadership, all Democrats. There was no Republicans in the room. And some arguments were going on about funding and how we were going to finalize that budget. And as everybody was walking out, I grabbed Governor Murphy and George Helmy, the Chief of Staff, and I said, I need $10 million for Morris Community College. And they're like, where's this coming from, Senator? I said, well, we're going to get it done. Not going to make it in this budget, but we're going to get it done. And we tried. We tried over the course of the next 6 months through the Joint Budget Oversight Committee. It's a very powerful little committee that most people don't know about, that I chair with Senator Orojo. And we hit some roadblocks along the way. And yes, Tony, we were talking. We were talking daily. We were talking on weekends. I was talking to my center colleagues. And sure enough, we all came together. We all eventually got in a room. And the governor put it in his proposed budget with the blessing of the leadership on both houses. And here we are today. I am excited to be part of this. But I will tell you, I know what it takes to build a building like this. I know beyond the brick and mortar, the equipment that we're going to need in this. It's going to cost us some money. I'm not walking away from this. I pledge to each and every one of you, I will continue to work, and will continue to work to get more funding so we could see this become a reality. Thank you.
Now I'd like to invite to the podium Assemblywoman Ora Dunn, Assemblywoman from the New Jersey Legislative District 25.
Good afternoon, and thank you for moving this along. So I'm going to make sure that I don't contribute to the delay. It's a pleasure to be here, and yes, I was here last week and the week before. Bear with me, I'm a flower child, right? Or the flower child. I couldn't help but think as I was driving over here, something tells me it's all happening, not at the zoo this time, CCM. I think President Iacona, we might have a new theme song. It's a pleasure to be here and witness this evolution. And I will not stand here and take credit for it, but what I will take credit for, or make sure that you can hold my feet to the fire, that I will see that we carry it through. As a member of the Assembly Budget Committee, which I noted to Chairman Sarlo right now, a little bit earlier. So we're just so honored to have you here and grateful for your leadership on this project. I want to thank the New Jersey Dental Association and, of course, CCM, President Iacona, and all involved. I will, we know that there's been a decline, the good news story, there's a decline in child poverty nationwide, actually. And the biggest driver was participation by single mothers in the workplace. And I couldn't help but think how this is really going to be a great contributor to that, as we are now recovering from that loss of participation of working mothers. There are currently more than 33,000 vacancies in the healthcare field here in New Jersey. So this is great stuff for our economy, keeping the talent pool here, attracting and growing our talent pool. So again, I want to thank you. I look forward to seeing its success. And I've got to share, I thought Senator Panaccio and I had this great connection growing up in the same neighborhood. They're not towns in Brooklyn, came from the same neighborhood. But we also share an alma mater in College of Staten Island. And I attended for 2 semesters because my financial aid was declined to go to SUNY Binghamton. That's really where I wanted to go, the Ivies of SUNYs. And you know, I wasn't very proud of that, actually. And I just, you know, kind of muffled to my friends, yeah, I'm at CSI. But today we talk about how when I hear of a student that chose to go to CCM, that's going to CCM, or even those college students that come home and take their extra classes, or during COVID said, oh, I'm stuck in my dorm, I'm coming back to CCM. I think of that as like the smartest kid ever. And you know what? New Jersey needs good fiscal conservatives, so we welcome them. Thank you.
Now I'd like to invite Commissioner Director John Krickus to the podium.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the best-run county in New Jersey by far. I won't bore you with the 10 minutes of where Morris County has the number 1, 2, 3 rankings, but I will say this, that we do this and we yet have the second lowest county property taxes, and I don't even have to issue that press release. Gloucester County always mentioned Morris County as number 2 when they put that out there. But today we are here for, let me see. Tony, are we doing a shovel thing? No, that's in 2 weeks. That's for the entrepreneurship and culinary. And a few weeks ago, we did the VOTEC, 500 students, so we're not here for that. And we're, of course, in the Advanced Manufacturing Center 2 years ago that we broke ground here, or did a ribbon cutting here. We're not here for the $5 million veteran program that Congresswoman Cheryl, we had that already, right? So we did that. And by the way, that's open to every county in New Jersey for veterans or their families. That's right. We're here today for the Center for Health Professions. And it goes to show you what dynamism we have here. How dynamic you are, Tony. I don't know if Scott Moffitt has made it here. There you are, Scott. You know, just 2 of the jewels of Morris County are VOTEC and our County College of Morris. And I really want to thank you and your staffs for what you've done. You know, I'll go back to when I was a freshman in college, didn't really know which direction I was going. And I took a class, Economics 101, and I always remember the professor said, the first problem that we're trying to solve in economics is how to allocate limited resources among unlimited wants and needs. So I'm sure, Senator Sarlo, you know that as a budget chairperson, that there's unlimited wants and needs. And I can say as the county commissioners over the past several years, you know, you can have to place your bets somewhere. Everything can't be a priority because there just are not enough resources. So where do you place those bets? And tell you, as someone who started out in finance and then I moved into data analytics, and my company, we could not find decision scientists. And this is even before artificial intelligence. Which, by the way, artificial intelligence may have the first 7-figure starting salary. Think about that. You can write the zeros out on a piece of paper. That's such in demand for those skills. So where do you place your bets? Where do you focus? And that is why the county commissioners have enthusiastically funded programs here at County College of Morris and VOTEC. And I want to thank Senator Bucco, Senator Panaccio, Senator Sarlo, all your colleagues. And Senator Sarlo, when you said you're here for the long term, I want you to know that your county commissioner board here in Morris County, we are here for the long term with you, and we appreciate your support for CCM and for VOTEC through those bonding programs that the county has matched and moved forward. So we thank you for that very much. And I just want to boil it down to what it's all about, because it's really about 3 levels. The students who come here really have a range of options that they can do, from freshmen in high school at VOTEC, or as a share time in their junior and senior years. Now they're going to have 10 new critical fields in the healthcare sciences, but also in IT, artificial intelligence, supply chain management. County College of Morris and all the programs they have, including artificial intelligence, and now what we're going to see here with this new health science building. They can go on, I believe it's 100 universities you have agreements with, including NJIT. And for parents, that means your student can come here for 2 years at the low county college rates. All of their credits will transfer to one of those 100 universities. So you can get a job right out of high school, you can get a job right out of county college, you can go on to 4-year. The whole program is there. So that provides not just a good income, but that provides a career for our students. So important. And when I say we want to place our bets, there's a lot of problems in society. Tell you what, a good job, a good career solves a lot of those problems. Then we have our companies who need employees. And Morris County, well, we have one of the lowest unemployment rates. There's bothersome Hunterdon County always edges us out by like a tenth or two. We have one of the lowest unemployment rates, but we still have businesses who come here for all the reasons that Morris County has, and we need a more productive workforce. And that's issue number 3, and this is where working with Congresswoman Cheryl, and when we went on a tour, President Iacona, at Oncos Surgical in Parsippany, how proud were we to meet several County College of Morris graduates working as technicians at Oncos Surgical, which is manufacturing medical devices here in the United States. Didn't we learn this from COVID? We need to do more here in this country, and doing it in a fulfilling career for children who are suffering through cancer and getting prosthetics that they need being produced right here in Morris County. So it's not only the individual, the business, but it's our country's security, that we need a trained workforce so that we can be independently producing the goods that we need along with our allies. Can't all do it alone, but we need that skilled workforce across the board for our national security as well. So again, thank you very much, everybody who's been involved in this. This has been a great team effort across the board, and we'll be here for the real shovel digging. Senator, we'll get to you give shovel, and maybe we'll get you on a backhoe or something when we come down to that. Thank you all very much.
So one of the most important partners in our healthcare programs has been Morristown Medical Center, and I'm inviting up their Chief Operating Officer, Joseph Doria.
So thank you for having me. It's really an honor to be here with you today. Morristown Medical Center and Atlantic Health System have had a long-standing and productive partnership with CCM, one that we're excited about and encouraged to see continue to flourish over the decades to come. The future of healthcare is bright, and we're delighted to be part of a shared vision of investing in the future generations of healthcare professionals. Building for that future is literally taking shape right here on your campus. We're so excited to watch CCM grow and continue to succeed. As community partners and neighbors who understand the challenges of the competitive landscape in New Jersey and the healthcare field of study, we applaud you and congratulate you on pursuing a shared vision to serve our community. A couple of facts. AHS has a large, very large summer internship program, and this year we hired students from 61 different universities across the country. The number of interns we hired from CCM actually ranked it in the top 10 in terms of students provided to us. And let me tell you, the feedback we get from our managers who are mentoring these interns is unbelievable across the board. In addition, if you walk through our hospital on any given day, you'll see nursing students doing their clinical rotations at Morristown Medical Center. And as a system, we hired 45 nurses this year alone who are CCM alums. So, they're a huge source of labor for us in the hospital. And as everybody knows, we have a very, very severe shortage of nurses in the state and actually the whole country, and programs like this really kind of help us get our next workforce. But in addition to nurses, we also hire from your respiratory therapy program, your radiology program, your paramedic science programs, your health exercise science programs, and your public health programs. So really, you're supplying us with a lot of labor, and for that we are truly, truly grateful. So we look forward to expanding and improving our partnerships and continue offering to seek these kind of opportunities for your students as we move forward. So again, thank you for inviting us to be here and sharing this momentous time in your history. Thank you.
Now I'd like to invite Dr. Renee Arras, President of the New Jersey Dental Association.
Thank you, everyone. I'm delighted to be here. This is exciting for me. I believe it's maybe my first press conference and to attend here. I am going to use my glasses. Okay, so as you heard, good morning and thank you. I think it's afternoon at this point. My name is Dr. Renee Race, and I am a general dentist, and I own a private practice in the Verona, West Orange, Essex area. I am truly honored to be here today as the president of the New Jersey Dental Association and also as the chair of our Presidential Task Force of Workforce. I am the voice of the dentist of New Jersey, just as Jim Schultz has represented us so well as the voice of our dentists. We are so grateful to that. On behalf of New Jersey Dental Association, I want to congratulate County College of Morris, President Dr. Anthony Iacono, thank you for inviting us, Senator Joseph Panacio, Senate Minority Leader Anthony M. Bucco, thank you, Senate Budget and Appropriations Chair Paul Sarlo, and Assemblywoman Ora Dunn for your leadership in establishing this state's newest dental hygiene and dental assisting program in New Jersey. It is so dearly needed. Thank you very much for that. Today here with me, I have my teammates from New Jersey Dental Association. I'd just like to make mention of them. They're very important and vital to all of this taking place. Our new CEO, Reva Brennan, if you could raise your hand. And we have our officer and Speaker of the House, Dr. Ed Turpak, who's a practicing dentist in Sussex County. We have also Jeffrey Wood, who is Coordinator of Public Affairs. Thank you, Jeffrey, for being here. And I saved the most important for last, and that is our director for over 21 years at NJDA, James Schultz. We are so... James Schultz was at the table early on. Thank you to Senator Panacio and all those at Bean, to hear our voices. He represents the voice of NJDA and our member dentists and dentists across the state. So I want to extend that special recognition to you, Jim. All right, so today is a great day. We are making history together here. We are making a significant and positive impact on the oral health care workforce demand of our communities. The New Jersey Dental Association has been at the forefront and is a driving force and strong supporter of this CCM Oral Health Care Career Initiative. The dental workforce shortage in America has reached epidemic proportions. Now, thanks to CCM, the workforce shortage is being addressed here and now, today. We are making a difference here. CCM expects to have the first cohort of 20 students this first year and anticipates the program growth to rise to 50 students per year. This is outstanding, and I have no doubt that this will flourish aboundingly. The COVID-19 pandemic drove a massive healthcare workforce attrition, of which dentistry was negatively impacted. In New Jersey alone, our association estimates as many as 1,000 dental hygienists and dental assistants stopped working due to the pandemic. In fact, according to the ADA Health Policy Institute, that's the American Dental Association, nearly 40% of dentists in America are actively recruiting for dental hygienists or dental assistants. And I can tell you firsthand, it is very difficult, even for front desk. New Jersey needs more dental auxiliary education programs like this one being established here at CCM. We are so proud that CCM will be a model for many to follow hereafter. We're very grateful for this. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to be involved. Annually, New Jersey licensees approximately 100 dental hygienists, which addresses only 1/10 of the current workforce needs. To make matters worse, the registered dental assisting population is only 1/3 of what is needed to maximize both office efficiency and increased access to oral health care here in New Jersey. The New Jersey Dental Association has made workforce development a priority since before the COVID-19. We were involved in this many years before, and the many presidents before myself, and along with Jim Schultz and Senator Panacio, have all advocated strongly for this. We have established a presidential task force laser-focused on finding workforce shortage solutions, like the development of these two new programs here at CCM. Thank you, Dr. Iacono. Again, I want to congratulate County College of Morris, and I look forward to working together and collaboratively with you to help produce the next generation of New Jersey's dental hygienists and dental assistants. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
From the New Jersey Council of County Colleges, I'm pleased to welcome the Chief of Innovation and Policy, Maria Heidkamp.
Thank you. Good morning or good afternoon. I think we're right on the cusp. On behalf of the council and its president, Aaron Fickner, I want to congratulate County College of Morris, President Iacano, and his entire talented, dedicated team for the visionary plans on the Center for Health Professionals. I also want to thank the distinguished county and state leaders and representatives from the business community who are here today for their staunch support and partnership in this innovative endeavor. New Jersey's community colleges are dedicated to helping more than 180,000 New Jerseyans a year have access to high-quality post-secondary education that they need to get on a pathway to jobs that pay family-sustaining wages. To do this, our community colleges need close partnerships with regional employers so that they can work together to develop curriculum that prepares students with the in-demand skills, knowledge, and competencies they need. Community colleges also need partnerships with and support from county and state government leaders to build the state-of-the-art facilities like CCM's new Center for Health Professions, where students will have access to the latest rapidly changing technologies they will encounter in the workplace. The commitment of this region's employers means that in addition to the facilities that they'll also have opportunities for internships, mentoring, apprenticeships, and other work-based learning opportunities that are critical to their ultimate success. CCM's new Center for Health Professions embodies community colleges' dual mission to advance both economic mobility and economic development, a mission that is only possible to achieve with visionary leadership and innovative partnership models. Next month, with the support of all 18 community colleges, the Council is releasing a new policy agenda that includes creative strategies for how we can work together to help all New Jerseyans have pathways from high school to post-secondary education, lifelong learning, and careers. Today's celebration shows us what's possible when leaders like President Iacano team up with state, county, and employer partners. We have much to learn from what you've set out to accomplish. On behalf of NJCCC, congratulations, and I look forward to celebrating the future successes of your students as New Jersey healthcare heroes. Thank you.
And now the chairperson for the County College of Morris Board of Trustees, Mr. George Malonis.
All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Great. It's great to be with you today, not only as the chair of the Board of Trustees, but as an alum of CCM a few years ago. I was on the 3-year program here at the County College of Morris, not 2, and I would never imagine that during my years here at CCM that I would come back and have the honor and the privilege to be appointed on the Board of Trustees, but then to lead the Board of Trustees. It's been an extreme honor and privilege, and I'm very humbled by the experience. Joining us this afternoon, Vice Chair LaCitra, Trustee Gabrielson, and Secretary Trustee Gonemore. Thank you. I think your husband's here as well. Mike, are you? Okay. All right. This is a momentous occasion in the history of our college to celebrate the announcement of really a state-of-the-art health sciences facility, a hub of innovation where we'll be able to serve more students across several healthcare disciplines and continue our strong tradition of providing high quality and affordable education for students to really realize their dreams. Your presence today is a testament to the importance of this milestone, and we look forward to the contributions this facility will make to the health and well-being of our community and beyond. I want to thank the senators, the Assemblywoman who worked tirelessly in this journey to make this facility a reality. and to our county commissioners for their continued and strong support. One can only imagine this educational facility will bring. It will help change many lives. It will enable others to save lives, and it will strengthen our communities. And with our regional medical providers at Morristown Medical Center, the dental professionals throughout the region, they will now have access to even more highly qualified professionals who are eager to go to work for them and to be able to serve our communities. So thank you for being part of this very special occasion, and may this new facility really be a beacon of knowledge, compassion, and progress for many years to come. We'll see you back here probably in about 10 months or so for our groundbreaking, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thanks, Patrick.
Okay, so that concludes our ceremony. I've been asked to let you know that there is a reception following the ceremony. It's right down the hall. And also, anyone that hasn't been to this facility before, our Advanced Manufacturing and Engineering Center, I'd be happy to give you a tour if you'd like. All right, thank you very much.